Do this, them a try change, manipulate my head. Narcissistic and them bitter. It's not about you, it's for my you. You're the only one for me. You're the only one who saw the real me. You're the only one for me, baby. You're telling me not to worry about your wife. Everything's gonna be alright. Bound to going on the road with your friends. They hook you up on a karaoke ends. With another girl, my eyes confirm. I can do better on my own in this world. Let me worry about which is our life. Bring a fire, something that's gonna have a new king. You're the only one for me. You're the only one who saw the real me. You're the only one for me, baby. No other man never know how to do this. Them a try change, manipulate my meds. Narcissistic and them bitter. It's not about you, it's for my new. You're the only one for me. You're the only one who saw the real me. You're the only one for me, baby.
BOSS Radio, Southside Bosses, its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guests. Statements or show topics are not necessarily the beliefs of the site or the radio station, and opinions between talk show hosts may conflict. This site does not endorse anything as the truth. That you will have to judge for yourself. But we try to speak the truth on the owner's behalf and reserve the right to question the supposed truth. In this time of misinformation, government-controlled media, and government corruption, it is sometimes hard to get to the truth, but we must try. It is not our intention to libel, discriminate, make hate, or annoy anyone. We believe that it is our constitutional First Amendment right of free speech to voice our opinions and our duty to the Constitution and country to expose the truth. This site takes no responsibility for the opinions of others and the postings of comments in chat rooms or forum posts.
As Mr. Flavor, I am proud to bring to you Mr. E, the music maestro.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? This is your boy, Mr. E, boss of the Southside Bosses here, and we are on Reggae Hour live with Althea Hewitt in the house. Great to have you in the building. How you doing this evening, ma'am?
Oh, thank you, Mr. E. All is well. It's fantastic here. The weather is nice and warm here in Jamaica. You know, it's really nice to do these interviews, so you stay in touch with what's happening out there in the world and with your audiences. And oh, by the way, big up and bless up everybody out there that's listening at this time, Ree.
Yes, and it's a blessing to have you on, because whenever we hear great music, we want to know what the inspiration behind that music is. So thank you for coming going, so that you can just help us to get to know who the artist behind the music is.
Certainly.
All right. Now you were telling me.
Going on, man.
All right. Now you were telling me a little bit about the song that we were just playing. Do you want to introduce that song?
Definitely. That song is "You're the Only One," and that comes from my third album that I'm currently working on called "Moving Forward." So I have a couple more songs to go. Hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed and toes. It comes out in February, the love month. I actually also did another song with Glenn Washington, so I'm looking forward to that coming out as well as a single off the album. And we just have a couple more to do, like about 3 more, because I'm actually in the studio right now, completing another one. So the work goes on, progressing and slowly but surely.
Wow. You see, this is what I love. You in the studio right now. See, that's that inspiration. That's that motivation that I speak of a lot. And it seems like you already got that down pat.
Well, I can't have it down pat, because writing and creativity comes in spurs and in moments, and you grab at it, sometimes you lose it, the opportunities come and go. So yeah, you do what you can. Right,
I hear you on that one, because a lot of people they don't have that creative spirit, so that's why they turn to artists such as yourself in order to be able to experience that creativity. What for you inspires that creativity?
Oh, so many things. What happens in my life on a daily basis, what I see out there happening, what I read in the news, pretty much even just waking up to a brand new day, seeing a nice sun on the horizon, going down, the birds flying by, little things and big things, mixed up. As I said, it comes in spurs, and sometimes even in the middle of the night while you're sleeping and dreaming, your mind decides to create stuff, and you feel that you have to get up and sing it on the phone and then go back to sleep. So little things now and again that brings on those inspirations.
Okay, so it sounds like your muse like to visit you while you sleep.
The muse spirit, yes.
Well, I'm grateful for that, because the only time a muse actually come and visit me is when I'm at work, and it's like I can't even do nothing with this right now. Well, this is wonderful that you have with that creative spirit, it actually brings something to the world that it was lacking before. Like, how long have you been able to bring this type of creativity to the world?
It's been over 20 years now. Wow. Writing songs is a ongoing practice. You learn little things here and there, and different stylings. It's kind of different from just being a regular singer. And your library is of different singers singing various ad libs or melodies, or it's just about place and timing sometimes that these music just spring forth.
Yeah, I hear you.
So as a singer, on the other side, you'll be listening to, say, Stevie Wonder, and a line that he sings and it spurs a whole song.
Right.
So and a melody or something that hits you from a different song, that it hits you in such a way that you have to sit down and say, oh, I never heard that before, or that hits up a verse in your head or a chorus in your head, and you just have to get that out. So it's I guess I say it's a journey, and it's just practice, and I keep learning, and hopefully getting towards that hope, that big song, that number one hit, Billboard.
Right.
So that's what I'm writing towards. Just writing really great songs and songs that can live on.
That's real. And with those songs, I can actually, because like I said, I've heard some of your music and it sounds very personal. I mean, am I allowed to say that about your art? I mean, it is your art.
Yeah, there are babies. So, yeah, it's quite personal because you think in your mind that all of this is given to you for a purpose. And so when you give it out there in the world, you're hoping that, people would subscribe to that and enjoy, relate, and love it. If they don't like it, it's fine. But sometimes there are songs that are just not for you. And it's when I put out my songs, I just say, boy, I just hope it helps somebody out there or it makes somebody feel good. When we go on stage and we perform, we want to make sure that we entertain our audiences and everybody is rocking and moving to your music, enjoying, knowing fully well that's how we get back the love. So I look forward to getting a song out there in the world because I love getting criticism and the responses, and it helps me as well. It pushes my ego a little bit to know that I'm going in the right direction, and it also shows me that somebody's listening.
Right.
And that's what I love about doing what I do.
Right, because I mean, it's one thing to actually want to talk to a brick wall, and it's another thing to where you want people to take something from what you have to offer. And it sounds like from your music, you have a lot to offer. Not only do you offer people a way to be able to escape the miseries of their life and to remember about the good times, because it's like you just dropped a video. Home for Christmas. Am I correct?
Yes, I did. Yes,
that right there.
Well, I did a piece of it on a live show that I had produced in November actually, for Christmas. I did it in R&B style. Home for Christmas is my first Christmas song of many to come, because I think in the future I would love to do like an album of Christmas songs. So,
oh wow!
Home for Christmas is it's personal, but it also focuses on those out there during that time who don't have someone, feel a little bit lonely. You can just enjoy this one, eat some popcorn or some ice cream.
Right.
That kind of thing, you're not alone. It just says that you're not alone. You have a lot of lonely people in the world, okay?
Right.
And I love some people to come home for Christmas to come and hug you up and, make you feel all good. Sometimes you just need to just love yourself and enjoy your time and keep those memories, because, there's so much more to come.
That's true. That's true. And you know what? That song right there, it actually makes me feel like how Mariah Carey's Christmas song from the 90s. They play that song every year around Christmas. And I can see going forward.
That's so true.
I can see going forward, Coming Home for Christmas being one of those songs, because everybody who actually, think about it. Christmas is sometimes the only time you can get back home. If you're actually out there making a point, making a life for yourself, making other people's lives better, Christmas sometimes is the only time you can come home and see mom, see dad, see brother, see sister, see cousins, see auntie, see uncles. And that right there is a feel good. It's a great feeling to feel. So with that being said, with that CD, the album that you said you want to do for Christmas, will it be consisting of feel-good songs, or will it be a mixture of emotions?
Well, I'm trying to focus it mostly on love in its different aspects: love, hate, breakups. Just finding out that we care about love, and even this one. I talking about the one that I just wrote. It's all about in this space I can welcome you, I can hold you. If if you're one of those heartbreak, broken persons, let me hug you, let me love you for 3 minutes, share some of my faith with you.
That's beautiful. Hey, I hear that because it's a lot of. I'm not gonna lie, I used to work at Hooters for a while, so every Christmas, Hooters would be packed with people who they was either out of town working or they simply didn't have a family to be home with. And it was heartbreaking, very heartbreaking. So to know that a song like that will be coming out designed to make somebody who don't have anybody to go home to feel like they are already home wherever they at. I think that's beautiful in itself.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. You're always welcome in my space, man. The thing about with me is I know the music business is sort of like, to some people, it's like a facade of a lot of excitement and a whole lot of things, but I try to remain grounded and humble through the process because, being behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, you learn so much, and you really applaud a lot of people out there that really putting in the effort, especially in this time where there's not much happening, and we just have to hold on to some more patience, or even try to make up some more patience, because everything is just so slow and nothing's happening for a lot of people, especially here in Jamaica. So where I can give hope, Mr. E, I will do my best to do so.
That's real. I feel that, and I hope your family got to enjoy you this holiday season, and you was able to, go out there. Because I know when it comes to this music industry, there's no days off.
No. You try, but I think what COVID has done is that for all the music people around the world, they are more around their families more so now than they would have been if they were to be working, because then some people would be on tour 3 months, 6 months, probably the whole year.
Yep.
And it takes so much, it takes a toll on you sometimes. So even with me, I look at it from the angle where, this is probably teaching us something that we should really regulate how we work. Because of course you want to be with your family, of course you want to be with your friends and hang out sometimes, and just be stupid. So it's all about this. As I said, this COVID here really has shown us quite a bit, and pull us back.
Right.
So maybe some of the things that we needed to do, doing them now, maybe we can put them into action even after COVID goes.
Right. Yeah, you're right about that. And one thing I can't say, because I know it's a lot of people out there that has lost family members, lost loved ones, lost people in this COVID pandemic, and it's just been horrible for the whole world. But one thing that we can look at as a silver, to me, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but the silver lining to that is that with all of this turmoil, all these artists being closer to their families, they're writing more wholesome music. I mean, I've heard music come out all last year in 2020, and the music was just wholesome. It was uplifting. It was familial. It was all about love and being with the people you love, because that's who you're forced to be with now. So
but you're right. You put it in the right way, because we experience love from a distance when we are out there on the road.
Yep.
So love being close up and playing with your son or your daughter, or being with your mom or your dad, or you want to be with your siblings, talk about memories that back in the day and stuff like that. It's all good. It's just building more memories on what you already have. And with all that's happening, on a serious note, we all, even though we're scared, we don't know when we're going to die. We don't know if we're the next one because of how everything's been going. But I keep telling people, please be safe. Please keep healthy.
Right.
Please follow the protocols.
Right. Exactly.
Man. We just keep on building memories. That's all, give the love and share the love when you can, and just use up the heart. Use the heart.
That's right. That's right. Now, with building memories, I know with this music industry, you've been in it for a while, and your memories have been like pretty much taken over by music. I'm pretty sure, because I mean, being a successful music artist as you are, and being in it for as long as you have, you've experienced some things out there that have honed your skills. What are some things that you could like? Let's start off when you was young, in school. How did people actually take to your music?
Well, my dad, Stephen Hewitt, he had a band called Mighty Clouds. He taught my brothers to play drums. My other brothers, I have like 5, 6 really, but they all got to experience going into the band room and playing an instrument. But my oldest and the youngest, Steve and Robbie, they're the drummers in the family. My brother Lance, he can sing, so he used to sing with a band. Like around when I was about 16, I got the opportunity to go on the road with Dad, and we were doing like duets, the Diana Ross and all these wonderful back in the day, 80s, 70s tunes and that. So even that is good for my memory bank in terms of pulling. Like I do harmonies, at home. I have my home studio and everything. So you can go back and you can pull different ways of singing harmony or singing a phrase and stuff. So all those memories from the past, being around my dad from I was a baby, and all the musicians that passed through my yard. Oh my goodness. That was my first experience of music. So it's just blood.
I hear you.
And then after that, pretty much, the choir thing, going to church. Then I used to, actually, my first love was dancing, and I used to dance at Rollington Town Primary School in Kingston, Jamaica. They used to do the JCDC. They are like a festival company that they do the independence celebrations and competitions with the government, and that goes on like summer, and every summer we would literally have troops that enter. We won gold. Then I left primary school, went to Camperdown High School, and I continued dancing. But then in first form, when I was there, they held like a barbecue, and this was like the first time I ever went on stage by myself, and I sang "Let's Hear It for the Boy," Stephanie Mills song.
Oh wow! Wow! Yes, sir.
So I had fun on stage. Doing all those things back in the day. I mean, I've entered competitions that really honed and groomed my voice. I have met with people who got me in studio to learn harmony, sing with other professional harmony singers, and all of that plus vocal training. I did acting and dancing and all of these things through Edna Manley College. I did a lot of stuff. 4th Street Sister was a popular group here in Jamaica that we did like cabaret shows on the north and south coast, and we did travel a bit, so that gave us a little experience in the department of the different ways you can sing harmony, different ways you can perform, because we danced on stage and sang. So all of that combined, I went solo, actually went on the road a little bit, toured with a couple people like Bushman, Israel Vibration, and the legend Bunny Wailer.
Wow.
So I've had my share. Share of being on the road, and even Boris Gardenoff. So there's a whole lot of people I have shared spaces with, and even Boris Hammond. Been around. I used to be around him a lot. In studio, I did harmonies for him. I was supposed to actually open a show for him and Lucy in New York and in New Jersey. So really and truly, I've had a good amount of excitement in my life. So when COVID came in, I decided to put a pause on everything. Yes, I'm fatigued. Yes, I was having what do you call this again? Hyperventilating and all kind of something because you miss the stage. You miss performing for everybody. You know, you miss making people laugh and seeing them enjoy themselves. And I know it rough out your people. I know the struggles and why people go out and, you know, watch people perform and act and do all these wonderful things. Is to de-stress the mind, to relax, to enjoy something different. And we all know that will come back at some point, but we just have to be patient.
Right. No, you're right about that. You're totally right about that. And one great thing that these people have in their corner is they have music that you had already recorded, and they have memories of your shows. They have memories of what you have done before, and they are looking forward for you when you get out of this. When we get out of this COVID situation.
Definitely. I do look forward to that too. I'm pretty excited about, you know, even now, I want to say, okay, I want to go, I want to fly out now, but I'm saying, okay, we all know what's happening out there. Be calm.
Exactly. Do you have any future plans like that y'all may have in order if the COVID crisis starts to subside enough to where it's safe enough to travel? Do you have any plans to do any shows or anything like that?
No, not yet, because I was trying to sort out some other things. We have a lot of stuff working on, but until we see it on the forefront, paper signed and sealed, then we can say some things. But in the current moment, we're in studio, we're doing what we can to survive. And as I said, the Moving Forward album, that's what we're working on to get out. I also did a jazz song over last year, and I should be doing a video for that. My first jazz song too, so I'm actually looking forward to that. I have a couple of videos I have to do this year, so work is in progress. You know, we just taking it easy and watching the times.
Right. Now, when you get that jazz song finished, I want to be one of the first ones to hear it now. I mean, that's my jam. I love jazz.
No problem.
Now, did you work with a specific artist for the jazz, or is it one of your jazz songs that you've done yourself?
Actually, the producer Cecil, he sent me this rhythm, and I started exploring it, and I said, wow, this is really nice, and I put something together, and voila, it came out really good. It's like an R&B jazz song kind of flavor.
Wow.
And so, I'm totally looking forward to seeing it out there. But yes, definitely, I will definitely send it to you as soon as it is out.
That's real. So y'all know, y'all heard that. Now y'all ain't got no choice but to follow BOSS Radio, because y'all know y'all want to hear it just as bad as I want to hear it. So go ahead and follow. Now, when it comes to performing, because I know you done been on the stage a few times, right?
Right.
Like, what would be your most memorable performance?
Most memorable? I don't think I have a most memorable performance yet.
Wow.
I'm still waiting on it. Yeah, I'm still waiting on it, because there are times, you know, you have so many shows where you have maybe a cold, or it didn't go well, or, you know, you didn't get that response you thought you would have gotten. And if I was to talk about shows of the past where I was in 4th Street Sister, whereas it was movements and everything, and it was grand, and, you know, I think I'm looking forward for that kind of that epic sort of big show that I can say yes.
Right. That's
I can. This is definitely memorable. But I mean, yeah, I have one or two memorable, but it's not. As I said, I'm still waiting for that one. Still waiting for it.
Right. No, I understand that, because if it's like that standing ovation. A lot of people they don't know the actual venue that a standing ovation. They don't know that you can stand and ovate anytime you want. Like, so get up and show some love, people. Show some love, especially with the music. Like, all right, so my next is: have you worked? I mean, I know you worked with top name artists, top name producers, top name beat makers, maybe even songwriters. Do you see yourself being one of those people, or do you see yourself just being a performer?
Well, to be honest, because I own my own studio, being in the background, I like being in the background too. So, you know, I'm kind of a bit of an introvert and an outrovert at the same time. So, I think maybe I might get into producing eventually, management. But for now, I'll just work with being, you know, trying to do my little mixes and sing my little harmonies and have my little clients in my studio and do my little dub plates. So yeah, I'm fine where I'm at currently, but I'm learning and I'm growing, and that is the important thing.
That's very important, because a lot of people don't understand the purpose of perseverance. Like, you have the reason why you have so little. I mean, it's like you know who the greats are, and the reason why you know who the greats are is because they didn't give up. While you have all these people out there that are they have better talent than the greats, but they give up, and it's like, you know, you could have been one of the greatest of all time. What kind of advice can you give to people so that they don't see themselves being one of those people that give up? Because again, you've been in this industry for a couple of decades now, so obviously you know not to give up.
It's a struggle at times. I mean, there are times when you're really, really frustrated. But I mean, you have to sometimes compensate. Sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes you look at it and walk through the fire and, you know, try to find that light at the end of the tunnel at the end of the day. I mean, it's hard. It is a hard business. It's aggressive. It's competitive. And you can get lost in it. You can just give up because you're not seeing any headway. But sometimes it just takes a little bit more. That tips more, and you will probably see the results you are waiting for. So sometimes we are just at the edge. You're just at the edge, so you just have to just keep pushing and continue on that positive path, because then if you stop, then it's like you're reverting and you're stepping back, and you know you don't want to do that, because if you reach a certain point, if you're at number 5, which is 1 to 10, you don't want to go back to 4 or 3. You want to be going to 6, 7, and 8.
Yes.
Because once you start going backwards, it's like you have to start all over again.
Exactly.
Those are the things you have to think about before you decide, oh Lord, I'm so tired. Like, I was talking to somebody like about 2 days ago, and I'm saying, oh my God, 2022, and COVID is still here.
Right.
I have to summon some courage and some more patience, because this is taking a toll on a lot of us. So I'm summoning more positive energy, more calmness, more patience, you know, and in that way now also I'm saying, okay, I'm gonna keep myself busy and keep at it. So it's like you have to motivate yourself as well, and not wait on people to motivate you, because you are your only competition. But you're really not competing against anybody else but yourself. Right? The better you become, it's better for you personally, as an artist, as a songwriter, as an actor, as whatever it is that you're doing in life. Once you pass one level, you know you want to go to the next one. It doesn't make any sense to stop.
Exactly.
You just have to just keep it moving.
That's beautiful right there. And you, I don't even have anything else to add to that, because I mean, you hit it on the head. You're right. In so many ways, you know, I see a lot of people, they give up right before they blessing hit, and then they blessing go to somebody else who wasn't even working for it. So their journey is real short lived, because they didn't put in the dues, and the energy is out there. The energy is out there, and it's all about how you harness it. If you're going to harness that energy, you got to be ready for that energy. If you're not ready for that energy, you will bow out. What kept you going? What kept you moving? And what was your inspirations? Who and what? Like, I would love to be on the level that you're at. Like, how did you get there?
Oh my goodness, there's so many people. There's a lot of, I call them my families out there in the world that I buck up every now and again, if it's just on the road or if it's on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. And you know, one or two might say, Althea, don't stop what you're doing. You're doing very well. I love the stuff, the content that you're putting out. Keep it going and keep the flag flying high and the vibes turn up, and it goes on. And so those people out there in the world who are doing this gives me that energy that I need, as well as people who are close to me, like my family, my friends, and people within the music industry who will call ever now. And so again, to say, Althea, boy, I love the show that you did, because I did a Christmas show and it's up online on YouTube with Boris Gardner and a couple other artists.
Wow.
And they said, you're keeping it alive, and you're keeping the music alive. I said, yes, someone has to,
Got to.
Someone has to push the love out there and share, because it's something that, especially with Christmas, it's all about sharing, it's all about love, it's all about family, it's all about caring. And I feel like I'm giving them a piece of my heart, seeing that, we're not really getting a chance to do the whole show, even with the streaming thing and all of these. Let me do a live show and send it out there to the world, and hopefully everybody get a chance to sit back with some popcorn or some food with their family and just enjoy this package that I put together for them. So, thanks to people like Michael Roberts and Christopher Galloway and the Hewitt clan, and so many other people, alternative music, all the artists that was on the show that made it the awesome show that it came together to be. So I'm really happy about that. Now I have a Christmas show that I can play every year until I do other shows.
Right.
Hopefully, also with February coming up, I do have a Valentine show already up. So that is fantastic. So I can always shoot that out there, and people can go on my YouTube and subscribe and watch my Valentine show that's coming up for February. There's so many other stuff. There's a lot of videos out, because last year I really did due diligence to do a lot of videos, and I never stopped writing. I decided in my mind, as I said, I just kept in that positive mode, and with people around me in my circle that kept me positive and alive. Thanks to them, but trust me, there's a lot of cruelty in this world and other things, and I'm glad that I wasn't in any sort of negative spaces.
Right.
I'm glad that there was a lot of positives around me.
Right.
Within the last 2 years, I'm very sorry for those people who lost people to the battle of COVID and other stuff, because it's not just COVID that exists. There are other sicknesses and other diseases that are around. So
exactly.
I'm very sorry to you guys out there that lost family members and friends due to circumstances. And we are fortunate as a family, the Hewitt family. We're very fortunate. We lost 2 people in our family, and it was basically old age. It was just their time, and we're very blessed that way. So I'm kind of happy. I'm happy about that. But for a lot of my friends and stuff, boy, they're saying 5-6 people. Boy, I lost, and it's really sad. It's really sad. But what?
Yes, it is.
As we all know, we just have to move forward and just keep strong. We just have to keep strong.
Right. Yes, you're totally right about that. Like I said, it's just, we are in an unprecedented time right now. We are losing people at the drop of a dime. And not just, like you said, not just of COVID. there's so many things that's going on in the world right now. A lot of people have been swallowed up by the news of the COVID that they either forgotten that there's a world outside of it, or they probably didn't even know about it. And it's becoming a heartbreaking thing, and that's why we have artists like yourself that makes that upbeat music, that makes that music that you can relate to and make you feel and remember those times that you had great times in your life. People don't.
Yeah, to look forward to some of that coming again. We're gonna be there. We're gonna live through this. We're gonna survive this. We're gonna be a little bit more careful because we now know how easy we can catch stuff. And COVID is a learning experience,
right,
for a lot of us. But the thing I really see the most is cherishing the ones you love. Don't wait too long to show the love that you have for them.
Don't wait till they're in the ground to give them their flowers. Please don't. And I see it. I always say this too, because a lot of people actually like to take note of the negative. Maybe if you take note of the positive more than you take note of the negative, then you will be able to manifest more positivity in the world. And
exactly, and hence getting more blessings, because the more you bless people, the more blessings you get.
Correct. Just seeing your success, that shows how much you've blessed people. and your music is just one aspect of the blessing. So that's one thing I have to give you your props on. Thank you so much for being you.
Thank you. I do try.
Is there any projects that we need to be looking forward to that may be coming up in recent times?
Well, the only one, as I said, is the Moving Forward album produced by Kelly Tucker Music, and of course with a jazz song. There's so many things, as I said, in the pipeline. So we're just working until, something comes out. We gotta spread the word and make the world know what's happening. They have to keep in touch as well. If they want to follow the music journey, they can go on YouTube, subscribe to Althea Hewitt, which is ALTHEAHEWITT. You can also check me out on Facebook. Send me a request on Instagram, Althea Hewitt _ because my Facebook is all full up.
I seen that.
Instagram is where it's at, and I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter, Snapchat. You know what? Just Google my name, Althea Hewitt, and you will definitely find me. I also have a website at www.altheahewitt.com.
Oh.
So yeah, follow the journey, follow the musical journey, and go ahead and subscribe to YouTube. We have lots in store to do. As I say, I have about 2 or 3 videos already, and I need to script. I need to write down exactly what is in this creative space of mine, how I want the scripts to go. So we're working, Mr. E.
Oh yes, I got your website right here. We just posted up all of your links, and it was you are not to be disrespectful. You are a beautiful woman. Just to put that out there, you are a beautiful woman, and you are very easy to look at. So when you do your shows, I can imagine that it's going to be packed out, because it's easy to look at you. It's and that's a wonderful thing, especially going forward. Your heart is big, your heart is beautiful. That is even more coming when it comes to your lyrics. I can hear why you wrote the lyrics that you wrote, and all I can say is keep coming with beautiful, positive music like you do. Please keep working on getting people out of that negative mind space that they're in with your music alone. Just thank you for that.
Definitely keep that up, man.
Definitely. Is there anybody you want to give a shout out to before we actually take leave this evening?
Sure. I would love to say hi out there in Radio Land to all my family, the Hewitt family. I have my family up in New York as well, and some in Fort Lauderdale, and some up in California. They're all
wow.
over the place.
They all over.
The UK and all over. Yeah, they're all over. Christopher and Michael up in Canada. Everybody, big up in itself. Don't respect all my producers. Donald Davidson up in New York. Pioneer Music in Canada. Robert in California, Kelly Tucker as well. Yes, big up yourself. You know, we're working on an album. We're going to get it out. We're going to get that album out moving forward. And we have another album as well to work on, and have a fourth album to work on.
Wow.
Out of UK. The producer is Samuel Diet. And so that's One Harmony Music. So there's a lot of things going on. There are other projects in UK. There's so much. So as I said, get onto the link, people. Get onto the link. Show the love and follow the music journey. And you definitely look out for all of the good stuff to come.
That's real. That's real. And I see you are located on Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, and Apple Music.
We are everywhere.
Yes. That's what I love to hear. Y'all make sure y'all go check it out, man. Black is Strong EP.
Definitely. Yes.
Definitely.
Althea Records. Big up yourself.
It was wonderful having a beautiful soul as yourself on here tonight. And it actually makes me feel like I'm going to go to work smiling tomorrow because, you know what I'm saying, I got to talk to somebody as beautiful as you tonight. So thank you for joining us here at BOSS Radio.
Oh, bless your hearts too and your team. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
All right. Y'all heard that. That's Althea Hewitt here on BOSS Radio's Reggae Hour. You know exactly how to get in touch with her. You know exactly how to find her. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We got those links up. AltheaHewitt.com. Go check out my Black is Strong EP by Althea Hewitt. If you don't know where it's at, it's on Spotify, Tidal, Deezer, and Apple Music. It's on any streaming service you want. So go out there, find it, follow it, download it, purchase it, bump it. You're gonna love it. Cause you know, Reggae Hour, we don't just deal with anybody. We deal with the best here. And she is one of the best. So big ups to Althea Hewitt for joining us. And we got more music from her. And you're going to be able to enjoy a couple of more songs. So please tune in, turn up, and zone out. This is Althea Hewitt with Jamaica Nights, the mix. You heard me on BOSS Radio.
To be alive. Althea Hewitt say, come make we celebrate.
Southside
Everybody go, follow me. Say one time gone was folk and men to twist and twirl, me love her on bend down limbo. Man and woman used to skank to the rock steady beat. Wash your pot so they don't see. Reggae so sweet, nice. Reggae music unite we. Dance to get the people active. No matter with the anything, got on the right king. I think we build the foundation right. We can't do nothing without a plan. Make me take this to the government, the politicians, the arts. mash it up. Hey, now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Hey, now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Lord, Jamaican iced tea. Come again, hey. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Come on, we build it up. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Lord, Jamaican iced tea. Jamaica. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Jamaica. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Jamaica. Now mash it up, now mash it up, now mash it up. Jamaica. We are can't fish nice. We can't do nothing without a plan. Make me take this to the government, the politicians, the arts and culture. Put Jamaica on the map. Miss Lou, Boat, Marley, no musician. The hills and the valleys and the rivers, it's nice. The people left smile and the food it tastes nice. The patois and the beach, Lord, Jamaica nice tea. Hey, me have to pray. Make me see another better way. Worldwide, me say. Oh, I opened my eyes this morning. I know that I am blessed. I wanna dance, yes, I wanna sing. 'Cause my heart is overflowing with the joy, love, and happiness. There is so much things to say. I'm bubbling, yeah. Sun's up, birds singing, people walking by, happy smiling. Sometimes in life we rise and fall, crazy time. There's no time to waste, to be living in the past. The future's here every day. Use your mind and your heart. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm a fighter, reaching higher to where I've never been before. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm a fighter. I make my stand, so here I am because I am number one. Yeah, music is life and life is love. One love, one destiny. We can change our world by forgiving. Sweet harmony. I know you're scared of what you see. Keep on pushing, 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 yeah. Life is what you make it. Rise and sing your song. I'm gonna be stronger. I'm on fire, reaching higher to where I've never been before. I'm gonna be stronger. See, I'm a fighter. I make my stand, so here I am because I am number one. Oh,
Southside Boss Radio.